This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Oxygen Not Included. Okay, so I did a little bit of off-camera play just to get things to where they needed to be so that we could do what I wanted to do today and we don't have to wait around. So we got this hollowed out so we can store all of our polluted water. It will sublimate through time and just come through here as polluted oxygen, and then this should hit it, and then it should exit as actual oxygen. So that gives us a little bit of extra oxygen in the base. Not much, but a little bit. And then we have this here is where I'm going to put the power, because then the heat should radiate up through the plants and keep them at the temperature that they need to be. I hope that it doesn't get too hot. As you can see right now, we have some that are halted growth due to body temperature, and it's just a little too low. If it gets too much of a situation, I should have enough room. If we take a look here, if we place down, I'm going to use coal for a while because I have a ton of coal. I can do this, and then I could just pretend this is an insulated tile. I can put the insulated tiles like this to slow down the heat distribution, but I think we will be okay. The other thing I want to do today is I want to get decent bathrooms up and running. Once we have the power up and going, we will be able to use that power to set up pumps and stuff to operate our bathroom. So we have our bathroom right here, and I want to move it over to, I think, probably here. Because the situation now is they're doing stuff over here on this side of the base. They'll come over here and they won't come up this way. And what I thought they would do is I thought they would come up here, use the bathroom, then come over here and get food and then go eat. But what they're doing is they're coming like around this way a lot of times, or they're coming from here and they're coming over here. They're using the bathroom, then they're coming all the way back around here because I moved the food over to here because we got a nice little CO2 pit. So then they'll come over to here and then they'll run all the way back up to here. And it's just not very efficient. So what I want to do is put the bathroom either over here or up here. And then what they will do is they'll come over here, use the bathroom, then get food, and then go up, eat, go to sleep, and it'll just be a little more efficient for them as a whole. So that is the game plan for today. We're going to start off with our power system. So we're going to do, I think, 2 coal generators possibly. Let's take a look here because I'm working on research right now. Which research am I working on? Yeah, I want to get the refined metal, and then I want to get this. I have the smart battery, so we can go ahead and put that in place, and then we can just wire the rest of it up when we have time. I think, oh no, because the smart battery takes refined metal as well. Okay, so I lied. We're not quite where I wanted to be before we start this. So I'm going to skip a little bit of time here, and we're going to wait till we can refine some metal. I'm going to put that like right here because that will cause some heat as well. So I'm hoping that that will actually like heat up the center part of our base a little bit here, and then we'll still have the power down here. Okay, we got that research done. We can do some refinement now, and oh, that doesn't quite fit. Okay, so we're going to have to deconstruct this battery. That's not a problem. We can do that relatively easily. Make sure my speed, I had super speed on here, and I don't know how to tell when super speed is not active. Okay, so it's not active now. All right. Yeah, I have the dev stuff enabled so that I can do the super speed because nobody wants to wait around on stuff sometimes. You just want to get it done and, you know, not have to worry about it. It also makes for easier recording when I can just speed things up and I don't have to waste 20 minutes of footage because I don't stop once I start. Can you build this? What do we got here in the pot? Oh, spores. Yes. We need that, and then we need to make sure that they don't eat them. What do we have? Agriculture. I already have 2 people that I'm kind of training to do the stuff that I need, like farming and agriculture. They weren't quite where I wanted them to be, but I would have much rather had +7, but I'm just going to train up people instead. So we're going to definitely choose this because then I can do grilled mushrooms, which will be amazing. So let's just make sure. I don't think they can eat that, but I'm just going to double check here. Okay, no, that's not an option. We have just mushroom, but I don't want them to eat just mushrooms either. I'm going to want them to eat the grilled mushrooms. So we will turn that off there. What do we have in here? I think we just have a bunch of random shenanigans. We don't have a lot, that's for sure. We only have 11 kilograms of stuff. So what we can do, see, the thing is I need to filter. We have a lot of CO2 filtering down into here, but I need it to filter into a separate spot. I could extend this out a little bit, and then, yeah, I know we got sidetracked from our original plan, but mushrooms. So let's do this, and then let's see if we can get that CO2 to spread out a little bit, and then we will do the planter box here, a couple of mushrooms. Okay, let's see how that works. And I think we're gonna need, because I think they use polluted water, and at some point we're gonna need to harvest polluted water anyway. So let's just put that in there. So that should work there for now. We really need to get them to build this. Can we make this priority 9? Can you all please build that? And then we're probably gonna have to do some more fried mush. So we're gonna put our cook on 5 more of those to get us through the day again. I feel like they're eating through a lot of the meal ice relatively fast. This is starting to warm up from a little bit of this battery. Let's go ahead and put this power system in now. I'll just put a placeholder for this smart battery till we get them to crush the stuff that we need. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do two coal generators, just because it's going to give us tons of power for a while. And we have a buttload of coal. No, I don't want that. I want to show you the consumable ore. So we have 5.6. And I'm also going to farm hatches as well. They're going to go either here or here, one of these two places. Oh wait, no, actually that's right. I want this. They're going to go over here. I was thinking originally to put one of either the hatches here in the bathroom here or vice versa, but then I decided I want to dig out over here and have a nice big space, and I'm just going to farm the crap out of hatches. They're stuck here right now, which sucks because they eat my meal ice, but it'll be all right. We'll get them out of there eventually. I'm just waiting for my person to level up. So we need to swap this around this way. So that's going to go like that, and then we're going to just run this across here and then bop that up like that. And then we want a bunch of batteries on this side of the thing. So that's going to be our placeholder there. We'll cancel that. Just put that there so we know we have our spot there. And then I'm just going to put a couple more of these here. And we'll just fit one of those right in there like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we will let them build that up. And then I have this spot here so that we can eventually put in this when we need it to branch up for other things, because what you do with the power, and it took me a while to realize this, so for all those new players out there, you want to put your power towards one of these and then you branch off from one of these and then you extend your line to where you need more. So like I wouldn't run this through my whole base because this only has so much of an output. I think it's like 2,000 or 1,000. Let's see, can we see here? Yeah, it's capacity is 1,000. So it'll put out 1,000 and then you're maxed out on that line. So what you do is you then branch from this main line to another one and put another one of these transformers and then branch out little lines from that. That may seem like common sense to a lot of people who have been playing this game, and you may be like, duh, Firespark, but that was something that took me a while to comprehend and get the hang of. And now like my bases are powered so much better. So we're going to actually swap this priority. I know I want to get this built, but we're going to swap this priority down to 4. I want them to dig this out first, and I want to get these mushrooms going because food is a serious issue right now. And the mushrooms we don't have to take 2 steps to anything. We can, because right now we're taking 2 steps for this and it sucks, but it cuts down on food poisoning. The mushrooms, we can just grill them straight up. So that will be super handy. Okay, and let's get, oh, I didn't realize we had some blossom seed as well, but let's plant this and we'll get that going. And we could possibly do we can move the food over a little bit and do some blossoms in here, but I'm gonna need to light them. So we got our mushroom should be going in there. And I think, what do they take? They take slime. I was thinking they took polluted water, but they don't. They take slime. A lot of slime. Crap. That could be a problem because we don't have any slime. Well, there's some down here actually. And it has no germs in it. That's amazing. So what we could do is we could just dig down into here and harvest up a bunch of this slime. We could dig around this and get down in here and to get a bunch. I mean, that thing takes a lot of freaking slime. 4 kilograms per cycle. That may be second priority to today. I think moving this stuff over a little bit or moving it over here and getting rid of this storage and cramming it over here and maybe putting the blossoms here and a little bit of light would be a better option. It might be what we do. I'm going to get this power system up and running first. Okay, so we got this built. Fantastic. Somebody do me 10 of those, and we're going to pop this back over to priority 5 now. Okay, so we got our power up and running now. So we're going to put the bathrooms in here. So let's plan that out. And while we are planning that out, we will dig out this. Now I'm going to dig this to here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build some tile through here. And we have some ice and some water here. So I was thinking we can let that melt, and that should just run across here and then go down into the water pit over here, hopefully. And then that kind of gets that out of the way, and then that's additional resources that we can use. So I'm going to let them do this while we plan this out. I think we have enough room to plan out the initial part of it here. So we're going to put the door here like that, and then we'll go to plumbing, and we need the medicine first because I want the sink. So I want to put a sink there and a sink there. And I'm not going to do a full-on bathroom. We'll dig this out and put the other stuff there like later. I'm just going to do the toilets and the sinks for now. Yeah, that should work. So we have 6 dupes and we only have 2 of each of these, but it should be fine. I'll just shift their schedules ever so slightly, and then they shouldn't have any bathroom problems. And then let's let them go ahead and we'll just dig all of this out here. And the thing is let's cancel this, because what'll happen is they'll dig and try to build at the same time, and we may end up with like a puddle, and then it'll like pop up after they build there, and it's just janky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this for last, so they'll dig this out, and then this can melt down. And then we will build the floor. So this, I don't know if it's going to be, it's at 24. I don't know if it's going to be warm enough for that to melt. But as you can see, we're putting off a little bit of heat here whenever this runs. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to hook it up yet, but I'm going to put this in here now just to have it ready. We're going to pump all that CO2 over to this side. They put off a little bit. It's not too crazy, but it's enough we need to make sure that we manage, and we'll have that ready to manage over here. And then right now we are researching. What do I have them researching? Oh, that's right. We're still researching the sieve. And then I'm going to move on to the pressure gauge, wherever that's at. Here, this will be the next thing we do, and then we'll go to the ranching, because I need this Atmos sensor. So after they're done the sieve and stuff, then we'll move on to that. So we're gonna let them build this stuff, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is filtering the water. Now what I'm going to end up doing is a closed filter for this setup. So we'll pump in just enough water to get it started, and then we'll have a closed filter system. Now the thing is you end up with a little bit of additional water, and we're gonna have to manage that, because every time they use the bathroom, they produce just a little bit of additional water. And I think what I'll probably end up doing is just pumping that over to here. Now you end up with germs, but this already has germs in it, and the germs in the bathroom don't matter, because every time they use the sink, even if the sink uses germy water, they still come out clean, so it's not a big deal. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be hot enough, but what we can do, there's a little trick we can do here. I need to figure out how I want to go about doing this. Let's just deconstruct this, and we'll just ladder. That's iffy. I was gonna say we can ladder straight down, but that could cause problems in the future. The reason I don't like to do that is because if they have an accident or they drop something here, they drop it straight down into the water. That's kind of our only option right now. You know what? Let's deconstruct this. We'll figure out a way to get fresh water in there. I'll make a freshwater dump spot or something later. So we'll deconstruct this, and then we'll make a ladder straight down. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put this down here, and then we'll have only ice stored down here. So I can go ahead and mine out this ice, and then we'll just store the ice down there, and then it'll slowly melt. This water should heat up. It should. As this gets warmer, the heat should radiate down here, and there's a few things we can do to radiate the heat around the base, which I want to set up eventually after this starts producing a decent amount of heat. It's starting to a little bit. You can see it's 50, 55 there, 56. And then we move over a little bit here, and it'll warm up the more this runs. Right now we're not drawing a whole lot of power, so it's not running a whole lot. It's basically just keeping our batteries full. We can actually go ahead and do that. We can get some power going through our base here. So let's just bring this up here and do that. And we want to deconstruct these batteries, because what happens is as we draw more power, if we have batteries on the opposite side of this transformer, stuff will draw more power through the line than the line can hold. So you always want your batteries on the opposite side of your transformer. So we're going to deconstruct any battery situation we have on the side of the transformer where it's actually putting out power. We don't need these anymore. We're going to let them all be deconstructed. We'll run our power into here, and we can go ahead and we can remove that as well. So they'll get all the power built, and then all of our batteries will be on just this side. Why am I seriously missing a freaking thing there? Can somebody get down here and build this stupid thing? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, make that your priority. Stop doing everything else and get down there and build that. Like, why is that not completed? I thought that was completed. Freaking dupes. We got a new print pod option here. Shovel, nope, I don't need those, I don't think. I guess we'll just get the joyous seeds. I don't want another dupe yet. It's gonna be a while before we get another dupe. I can extend the bedroom over, but it's going to, and we have room here for 2 more seats, but it's going to be a while before I bring another dupe in. I need to get a bunch of stuff in order and make sure everything is good to go before we do that. Do we have the sieve? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I gotta remember how to do. I always have an issue with this. Okay, so let me explain what I've done here with a quick disclaimer. This should work. However, this is my first time setting a system up like this. The other times I've set this system up, I've used sensors to handle all the automation and do what I need to happen. Now I'm trying something a little bit different using these bridge pipes and priority. So the bridge pipes hold priority. So what should happen here, and I'm gonna try to explain this the best I can because I know this looks like a crazy spaghetti mess. So what happens is we're gonna pump in clean water. We're going to get the clean water set up. I haven't pumped it in here yet, but I'm going to hook it up and we'll get a clean water system going here. I'm going to pump it into here. So what should happen here is this will output polluted water. This will go into the water sieve. The water sieve will output clean water, and that will go over to here. Now, what should happen is once this is full of clean water, and it should prioritize this. So we're going to pump water in. This is going to run. I'm just going to let it run, do its thing, pump a bunch of CO2 out of here. And then that's going to create clean water here. This is going to make our clean water. Then that clean water is going to come over to here. Then this is going to fill up. This tells it to take priority here and fill this up. Once it's filled up and it can't go anywhere else, then what will happen is it will start putting the clean water up here. Once this is full of clean water up here, I will enable the bathrooms. I'm going to lock this door until then. But once this is pumped full and it can't go anywhere else and it's jam-packed full of clean water, then I'll remove the insert here and we'll have a closed system. So what should happen after that is they'll use the stuff here. This will fill up with polluted water. It will come down to here. It should hold priority here. So it will fill this section here up with polluted water, and then that polluted water will go over to here. And then it will, because it can't go into here, so it'll come through here. It will get cleaned, and then it will come back into the system. Once again, holding priority here. If it can't fill up here anymore, it will go back into here. If we have excess, once this is full of polluted water and polluted water cannot go anywhere else, it can't go through here, it will come all the way over here and dribble out down here. That's how it should work. I have to test it. I haven't tested it yet. We're going to see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll go back to my old faithful of using the sensors and the NOT gate, and we'll do it that way. But this should work. We'll see what happens. So once this is all built up, what I'll do is I'll just lock this door until this line is charged. And it looks like our power is up and running nice and smooth. So that's absolutely awesome. So then we're going to need to get we'll go ahead and queue this up as well. Let's go ahead, and I have all this here set to priority 1. Let's change that to priority 5 so we can start to get this stuff built. I need to make sure I don't change anything else. So we'll just go through here, and oh, we only have construction. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to switch this back to priority 1 because I want all that stuff built first. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and this is a simple one. We're just going to pop that right over there like that. And actually, let's take that over and dump it right in front of that skimmer. Let's just, let's cancel that there. Let's run it in the floor. I always select the wrong one. We're going to run it in the floor, and we're just going to bring that out right above the skimmer here. Dump it right there. Perfect. That way the skimmer can handle all that. And then what we want to do from there is we want to take did I research the automation yet? No, we don't have it quite yet. I'll hook a system up to the skimmer here, where the skimmer will only run when it needs to. With this priority system, it should always be able to run when it needs to. Hopefully, once again, we'll see. I may have to go with some crazy automation shenanigans, but hopefully that will all work out. And then that's going to be Germy water, but we already have Germy water down here. And if we can manage to keep this cold enough, it's not cold enough right now, but if we can get this cold enough, then we can actually kill the germs in this. And I should be able to do that relatively easily by just taking it out here in the middle of Bum-F Egypt and just cycling it back around, and it should cool this down. I have to be careful though, because I don't want to end up cooling down my base. So what I can do later is just insulate this once I have the insulated tiles. And then that way we can keep the cold in here, and then I can just kill off the germs as they show up in here. I'm not too worried about it though. I'm only mainly worried if this ends up with germs in it, but we don't have any germs in it right now, so we're doing good. So everything's running smooth. I'm just going to let all of this stuff craft up or be constructed. So we got the carbon skimmer running now. We can see if this works real quick. This should give us an idea how this is working. Yeah, see, that's working well there. And I got the Atmos sensor hooked up to it. So we want to set this that if it's above 1000, I want pressure. It's not right now, so I don't want it to run. I want pressure to build up down here. It's a very, very low pressure system down here right now. So we're just going to leave that at above 1000. So that's awesome. So that worked relatively well. We just need to let it run to the point where this gets backed up. I may have to, it may be a little while before that happens. We might just turn this off and let it run to charge up the system. Let's do that real quick. Let's do below 1000 and see if it just runs. Let's see how it goes here. No, it's not enough to fill up on its own, I don't think. That system, okay, there it goes. Yeah, now it's going. Okay, great. So that might work. It's just going to take a little while. We could speed the process up by just like snapping a line up here real quick and then deleting it after the fact. But I might just wait it out. It might be worth just waiting it out, because this could gum up the works if I force the water into here without it being an overflow situation. So I think I'm just going to wait it out. Who made a mess and what? Really? Now see, this is where we're running a problem, because this can now drip down into here. So now, did you not do the toilets? Oh, they're doing the toilets now. Great, fantastic. So now we have to do this. Mop it quick, mop it quick. Okay, they got it. Whew, that was close. Can nobody else please make a mess? Anybody else got bathroom problems? Go to the bathroom if you need to. We need to I gotta set up the rotating schedules. But anyway, like I was saying, why are they down there doing that when there's other crap to be done? Like, why are they not building this? Can they not get to it? they can get to it. They're down here picking up dirt. Are we out of dirt? No, we have a ton of dirt. Like, I don't understand why they're going down there to do that. Get out of the water. They're back down in there again, picking up more dirt. I don't know. I don't understand dupes. Anyway, as I was saying, we've hit our wrap-up time for this episode. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to join my elite crew of Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.